What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of Belle Collective. This is season 2, episode 9, the season finale, y'all. It just feels like this show just started back up and it's already coming to an end. It's already coming to an end, and it's like the season was just getting even better as time went on. But you know, it is what it is. I really enjoyed this season. I really appreciated this season, and it was amazing. Okay, the two new people that they brought in, So Gucci and Akeisha, they were great additions for this season. I will say that. I don't give a damn how we feel about and one of them. That was a great addition. That both of them, they're good additions. But before we get into the review, let's get into what we got coming up now. Whether you like it or not, panel is Tuesday night, and we will be over on Really BTV's channel at 9:15 Eastern, and we will be discussing Belle Collective as well as the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So be on the lookout for that on Tuesday night at 9:15 Eastern. On Wednesday, check us out over on Josiah's World TV's channel, okay? We will be over there talking about roast and review, okay? We'll be over there roasting and reviewing and roasting and gagging, Love and Marriage Charlottesville. So be on the lookout for that on Wednesday. And on Thursday, Jamar and I will be interviewing So Gucci. As I film this, the flyer is not ready right now. It should be ready by the end of the day, but the link is already available though. It just don't have no thumbnail right now. The link is available though. So we will be interviewing So Gucci on Thursday night at 8 Central Time right here on Scotty by Nature TV. She will be making her appearance on the prelude, okay? So be on the lookout for that. Okay, now without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this review, honey. Let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. So we're gonna open this thing up with basically Marie's event. You know, she had this little event for her business, her and Missy Essie with the white diamonds on. Yeah, they having an event, and Tamara is storming out. She's telling the production team to get this mic up off of her and all of this other stuff. And Tasha said, "You can talk to me, like we can have a conversation like grown women." And Tamara like, "You are crazy, and you looking for a moment," and all this other stuff. So Tamara storms out. And here's my thing with the situation. I know that a lot of them that was sitting there was like, well, I don't understand why she left. She could have stayed. She could have dealt with it. She could have did this. She could have did that. But you can't tell nobody how to deal with nothing. I mean, at the end of the day, this girl, Taisha, I dated him too, came with a mission. You know what I mean? She came on a mission to get some shit going. Marie knew what she was doing. I don't care what nobody say. Marie knew exactly what the hell she was doing when she invited her. Now, I did reach out to Marie for an interview, and if she ever responds to me for this interview, I'm gonna ask her, did you know what the fuck you was doing? Because baby girl, it looked like you knew what you was doing. Because everybody knows that I dated him too, was walking around here acting like her and Greedy had some type of undying love affair. I don't blame Tamara for storming the fuck out. I would have left too. Like, y'all not gonna put me in no position, put me in front of some girl that's going around saying that she done slept with my man. Like, y'all not gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Saying that we got this, you and my man got this emotional connection and all this other stuff, and you expect me to sit in front of her? No, ma'am. We're not gonna have that. No, ma'am. Not at all. No, ma'am. Period. We're not going to do that. So I don't understand why anybody thought that it was wrong of her to do that. So as Akeisha was like, I know that I got my issues with Tamara and all this other stuff, but I don't think that this is cool for us to be sitting up here, blindsiding her with this situation. You know what I mean? And honestly, my mic is a fucking fool. It wasn't even on. Okay, there it is. I feel like I do think that they were wrong for that. I definitely agree with Akeisha when she said that, because at the end of it all, they knew what the fuck they was doing. They knew that they was being fucking messy when they did that. You know what I mean? They were being messy. And Taisha getting all, upset at Akeisha as if Akeisha did something to her. Akeisha said, well, I wasn't really talking to you. I was talking to the rest of the girls. I wasn't even having no conversation with you at all. And then she's like, but you talking about me, you doing this, you doing that. Look, I dated him too is looking for a moment. That's what she's doing. I dated him too is looking for a fucking moment, and she's going through anybody to get one. She didn't have to come at Akeisha about nothing. Akeisha had every right to stand up for Tamara in that particular moment. Now, Tamara has been being messy and all this other stuff, but I do feel Akeisha on that. This was a whole setup. They knew that it was a setup. All of them knew what it was going to be. You cannot tell me that Marie did not tell Letitia that Taisha was coming. You can't tell me that. And you know, at the end of it, I don't know. I think that they all was on some messy shit. They was trying to see if they was gonna get Tamara to come out of her shell or whatever, but that wasn't the right way to go, and that wasn't the right thing to do. Okay, it just wasn't, and I just think that they was absolutely positively wrong for that. Absolutely, because there's no way that y'all think that that was okay, or thinking that she was gonna be cool with sitting there with that girl. She don't owe her nothing. She really don't owe Taisha any conversation because Taisha has been going around to y'all, telling everybody and their mama that she was messing around with Greedy. She had this situation going on with Greedy and all this other stuff. So it's just like, girl, get the fuck out of here. Like, you wanted a moment and you got one. And you mad because you mad because Tamara don't want to give you one. And that's just what it is. But my thing with Letitia is after now Akeisha decides to leave. And at this point, I don't blame Akeisha. I would have fucking left too. I would have fucking left too. Let's just be honest. I would have left too because that was some fucked up ass shit. That means, okay, y'all will do something like that to me. And so after Akeisha left, the girls start discussing Tamara leaving. And they all acting like she was. I won't say that she was. They were saying that she was in the wrong, but they was acting like it was something wrong with her getting her ass up and getting the hell up out of there. And there was nothing wrong with her getting her ass up and getting the hell up out of there. She had every right to do that. I don't care what nobody say. She had every right to get her ass up and leave because that was on some. They was on some funny shit. They was on some funny shit, regardless of anything. They was on some funny shit. That's just what it was. They were on some funny shit. Period. They were on some funny shit. Period. Okay, that's just that on that and facts on facts. They was on some funny shit, and they know they was on some funny shit. That's why they can't quite understand why she got her ass up and left. I would have got up and left too. And then my thing with Letitia is she's sitting up there eating this shit up like it ain't nothing, and I'm just like, well, y'all acting like Tamara was wrong for getting up and leaving, but Letitia, you got a husband that supposedly had a baby with another woman. And how would you feel if Marie and all of them had a party and they set you down, getting some liquor in your system, putting food in your damn mouth, and then you turn around and you see the same woman that's supposed to be having a baby on your husband, well, having a baby with your husband sitting in front of you. How would you feel if somebody did that to you? We wouldn't be hearing the end of that bullshit. So let's not act like she was wrong. Then Tasha starts talking about the timeline of her Greedy, and it just seems all out of whack, all out of line, out of pocket. It just don't even seem like it was okay. Like she lying about something. It's something going on. Either she lying, Greedy lying, Tamara know what's going on or whatever, but it's just something about I dated them too that just don't make sense to me. But they all start discussing Tamara leaving, and they talking about Marie's whole thing is she left my event, and I don't understand why would she leave her event just because Taisha there. But girl, you left Letitia's event just because Latrice was there. So how the hell you gonna go in on Tamara because she decided to leave a situation that was uncomfortable for her? She left because the situation was uncomfortable for her. The same way you got your ass up and left because you couldn't take Latrice and what she was bringing, which was absolutely nothing. She really wasn't bringing you nothing, but you was too bothered by her presence and got your ass up and left. But hypocrites do what hypocrites do. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Latrice and her brother Derek. Okay. Now, Latrice been staying with her brother for a little while because, after this whole baby, discussion with Cliff, Latrice really didn't want to be around Cliff. She really didn't want to talk to Cliff. She really don't want to have no conversation with Cliff about this baby thing because at this particular point, Latrice don't want no fucking kids. And Cliff is not understanding that she don't want no fucking kids. And she want him to understand that she don't want no fucking kids. She don't. And so, they were talking and she was basically saying, I don't want any kids for this reason. I don't want any kids for that reason. It's the reason, this is the reason, this is the reason. Like I just feel as though I feel like at this particular point in time, it's not the best time for me to have no kid. I know that Cliff really wants a baby, but I'm not really sure if having a baby is really the right thing for me. I just feel like with Latrice, and when we have this interview in 2 weeks, I'm just gonna ask her. I'm gonna be like, girl, so what's really going on here? Did you did you have that conversation with did you have that conversation with your husband beforehand? Because it's to me, it's like, okay, this is what you want, right? So it's kind of like, I mean, you had to know that he wanted a baby before y'all got married. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like what's really going on with this? What's the holdup? Like, did y'all already talk about it? Did y'all already had this conversation? Do you know that that's something that you want? That did you know that this was something that he absolutely wanted? And were you really gonna give it to him when y'all had the conversation? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I take from it, and that's what I want to know about it. And having, he was, her brother was even talking to her about, having a kid. Some women be 40 years old when they have kids. And she was like, won't I be too old to have a baby? At that point, he was like, nah, because there are some women that are 40 years old that don't have no kids until they in their 40s because they put their career first before their family. You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes that's what happens. But Latrice just got to know what she wants. She got to think about it. We already know what her husband wants, but what exactly does Latrice want? Does she want a baby? Does she want to have a family right now? Or is it just not a good time? Let's not continue to go back, forth, and forth about it like Aaliyah. Just make up your mind, um, make your stance known, and let's just keep that shit moving. There's no need to keep talking about it. And if Cliff don't understand it, he just can't understand, but he got to support you either way you go. So that's how I feel about it. So we're gonna move on to the next thing, and that is Akeisha. Now, Akeisha is having a luncheon in regards to talking about the Fair Street project and how she wants to bring Fair Street back and make that strip something new, make it better, bring it back because she got ties to the situation and all of that other stuff. She got ties to it. So yeah, so she got family ties to the situation. She got family ties to this whole thing. So it's kind of like, okay, that's cool, whatever. So she invites all the girls, to this thing. She got like all these upper echelon people that's in the Jackson area, business people that's there, just to get their insight on it. And, when Letitia comes in, Letitia feels like Akeisha is trying to compete with her. And it's like, everything is not a competition. Why do you feel like she trying to compete with you? That girl ain't trying to compete with you, Letitia. That's just you feeling some type of way about her at this particular point. Because the woman ain't trying to compete with you. I don't feel like she's trying to compete with you at all. It's nothing to compete about. At the end of it all, you brought her in on this for a reason. Y'all both have one thing in common, and that's trying to get Ferry Street the fuck back. However, that's gonna happen. And I just feel like she's more about her business than you are at this particular point. Now, as you guys know, that I reached out to Letitia for an interview already. I spoke with her. We spoke to one another, and the last time I reached out to her, she left me on scene. So that just goes to show you, me and Letitia probably not gonna have no damn interview, child. Like, and when people shut the door on me once, I'd be like, okay, that's better luck next time. But however, I don't think that there's a competition. What the fuck are y'all competing for? Like, I don't get what she means by she's competing with me. What the fuck is she competing with you about? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it, but okay, girl. If you feel like it's a competition, then fine. I just feel like, Akeisha is about her business. She really wants to make this shit work, and she want to make sure that you got a clean plate when you eat, and that's just it. So okay. So anyways, she has her vision. She wants to incorporate all the girls business to be a part of this situation. She wants to do that. She wants to make sure everybody's a part of it. And I think that's a good thing. Like, bring everybody in, let them all be a part of this. Do the damn thing and put Ferry Street back. I really hope y'all do, because right now Ferry Street is nothing right now. All they do is have a Fair Street Festival there every year when they have all the gospel singers and blues singers up there performing. But that's pretty much it. Make Fair Street something. Make it a Beale Street. Make it a Bourbon Street. Like, make that something that, will bring some revenue to the city. Jackson, Mississippi has a lot of potential to be better than what it is. Let's make that happen.
So after she shows her vision for Fair Street, Letitia and Marie confront Tamara for leaving. And Tamara feel like she don't know who to trust in this group. I don't blame her for not knowing who to trust. I wouldn't trust none of them broads. Cause I feel like they were all, smiling and happy and goofy and skinning and grinning because of the fact that this woman is in misery at this particular point. Because you can't tell me nothing different. I don't necessarily know if this relationship between her and the moon is real or not. I don't know. I don't know what's really going on with it. But at the end of it all, I just think that she probably needs to take a step back because Marie said, I just want you to know that I did not know. I did not know what was going on between you and Taisha. Girl, you knew. You knew because didn't Letitia give you the tea already? Didn't Letitia give you and Latrice the tea when y'all went out to eat one time? So how the fuck you gonna say you didn't? Girl, how you gonna say you didn't know, girl? You know what I'm saying? Like you knew what the tea was. Like, girl, you knew what was going on. So you gonna sit up here and act like you didn't know? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. You knew what was going on, girl. Like, let's not do that. You knew. You knew. You knew exactly what was going on. You can't tell me that. You knew. You knew that it would possibly be some mess. You knew that. So how you gonna sit up here and act like you didn't know? You know? That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't like how they gaslight her into trying to make her feel like she was absolutely and positively wrong for leaving. She did what she needed to do to protect her energy. Maybe she didn't want to go the fuck crazy on camera and do all that extra shit for Taisha because I feel like that's what Taisha wanted was for her to go off and go crazy and lose her fucking mind because she was in the building. That's what I take from it, and that's what I believe that she was trying to do. She was trying to make her go the fuck crazy. And no, like, no, that's not what it is. You can't make her go. You wanted her to go crazy, and you didn't get what you wanted, and that's why y'all trying to gaslight her and make her feel like she was wrong. The girl was not wrong for leaving because, like I said, I definitely would have fucking got up and left. I don't care what nobody say. I would have got my ass up and I would have left too because y'all not finna sit up here and play with my top, play on my top and play with my time. I'm not finna sit up here and be sad in front of someone who's saying that they fuck my man. I'm not finna do it. So Tamara wasn't wrong for shit. Letitia and Marie need to move on because she was not wrong. Because if that happened to them, because I'm looking at Marie like you got up and left from the moment Latrice came into the building. So what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck you talking about? How you gonna come for somebody else because they got up and left? But okay, girl, whatever, Marie. So we're gonna move on to Letitia, Essie, and Marie. They go looking for Lula, which is Marie's mama. And like I said, as much as Marie is not my favorite person, as much as I read her down, I do feel for her in a lot of ways when she tells her real story because I think there is a method to her madness, and I think that's why she does the things that she does because she got a lot going on in her life. Not to say that that's an excuse for her to be so mean sometimes, but sometimes when you got a lot going on, child, I mean, that's just what it is. You have a lot going on, and that lady got a lot going on in her life, like for real, for real. She has a lot going on, and can't nobody tell her shit because they're not in her position. Because I'm not in her position, I can't judge her for anything. All I could do is judge her based off of what I see. She going around looking for her mama. Her mama been gone for 2 weeks. She don't know where her mama is. They go into the dangerous parts of Jackson looking for her. And Marie finds Lula. She knocks on all these different doors, asking all these different people questions. Missy, Issy, and Letitia are in the back seat, and they are terrified at this particular point. They don't know where to go, where to turn, where to look, nothing. So she finally sees Lula at the trap house. Lula comes outside. You can tell she high. She high as hell at this point. She's high. She says, "Don't have them cameras around here. Y'all, you know better. Don't have them cameras around here because she know that the shit would be unsafe without them cameras around. Somebody might try to do something to them if they knew some cameras was right there. So in the same breath, she trying to protect Marie. Making sure Marie don't be into no BS while she's there, right? So then, she said, too many cameras around, too many people around. Blah, blah, blah. Then she said, get in the car and give me $30. Girl, you want $30 for your next fix. That's why you want some $30. And Marie basically begging her to go down. I don't know who the fuck Diana is. And then she said, go and meet me at Diana's house. I'ma come down there. Give me 20 minutes. I'ma come down there. So they sat there and they waited for like 30 minutes, and production made the call to say it is not safe for you guys to sit out here and wait. So we got to go. So they leave, and Marie is like, she knew she wasn't coming when she said that. She knew she wasn't coming when she said that. And when Marie said that, y'all, my heart went out to her. I'm not even gonna trip on y'all. My heart went out to Marie because I really do feel like she really wanted her mama to come with her because she really want to save her mama. And at the end of the day, that is her mama. And she feels like that's her duty to save her. But baby, I'm gonna tell you this, Marie, you never want to give up on your mama. You never want to give up on your mama. You never want to give up on her. You always want the best for your mama. You only want to see your mama grow and do better things. But Marie, it's sad to say, but you gotta let her go. I feel like you gotta let her go at this point because she has to want better for herself before you want better for her. You know what I mean? Like you gotta let her go. You gotta let her go through her shit on her own. You just gotta let her see it by herself. Because as of right now, she not gonna see it. All she's thinking about is her next fix. Whenever thinking about what she gonna get next, who gonna give her next rock. Like that's all she thinking about. And I'm not even being funny because I know I in the past I've talked about made fun of the way she said I'm addicted to drugs. I know I've said that before. I know I have. But I'm being honest right now. At the end of it all, Marie, you gotta let your mama go, honey. You gotta let her go. She gotta figure things out on her fucking own because you got a lot going on by yourself right now. You got your son, you taking care of his child while he tries to go out and go to school and do his thug thizzle, and you got lupus, you trying to take care of yourself. You cannot keep on taking on the burden and taking on the role of everybody else's issues. You cannot do that. You got to look out for yourself, Marie. That's just the truth. You got to look out for yourself, Marie. You got to come to the light, Caroline. You got to. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna take care of you the same way that you take care of yourself. And Lula gotta find herself. And right now she ain't did that. She gotta find herself. And right now it's a difficult situation for her to do. She gotta find it though, but right now she can't do it. And I know that's what you want for her, but it ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out right now. Like she gotta find her, she got to do her. And I just feel like that's just the thing. She got to find herself right now. And you can't keep trying to look for her. So and that's sad to say. You got to love her from a distance because she's not gonna clean up the way you want her to. So we get into Latrice and Cliff. They discuss Cliff and his aggression and how he speaks to her like he's her father, and he do speak to her like he's her father, which is what I don't like about him. I don't like the way he talked to her. He's very assertive. He acts like he her daddy, like he want to control every single thing around her, and I don't think that's smart to do because by you trying to control her, she is only going to make her rebel and do whatever she want to do anyway. Like as her husband, yeah, you the king of her castle and all this other stuff, but at the same time, you're not her daddy either. In the words of Kelly Price, you're not my daddy, you're my man. I think it's time you'll understand. Just make me happy if you can. Oh, I'm not your mama, I'm your girl. Yeah, that song by Kelly Price. Listen to Not My Daddy featuring Stokely from Mint Condition. But they talk about that. They start talking about their communication. They have communication issues. Um, they don't communicate that well because everybody want to be right. Then she started talking about her stress. She's missed her period. She don't know if she's pregnant or not, or if it's just stress on her due to her business and everything else that she has going on. So she goes and she takes the pregnancy test, and then the pregnancy test come out to be negative. She's not pregnant. Um, he's disappointed. She has a sigh of relief. You know what I'm saying? But um that's the only thing. She feels like it's not the right time. It's probably just not the right time right now. He was like, you're right, it's not the right time. But next year, Latrice will be pregnant. And she was looking at him like, girl, please. Okay, that's how she was looking at him. But hopefully, you know, hopefully they both get what they want at some point in time. So we're gonna move on to Letitia. Her and Glenn meet with a therapist at her enterprise, whatever that may be. And they sit down and they talk, and it's like he owns his part. He knows that he was wrong for what he did, and that he's the reason why they're in the predicament that they're in regards to their marriage and to their family being broken apart. He admits to that. But then she says that she feels like once she started focusing on herself, he felt like that was a bad thing, and that she no longer needed him, but that's her husband. She's gonna always need him. Then he said he cried out to Letitia, and but she wasn't aware that he was really going through depression. Letitia feels like he's using his depression to try to, reel her back in and make her feel guilty for the decisions that she's made. That's possible. I definitely get where she coming from with that. She said that she loves Glenn, but she's scared to be in love with Glenn because of everything that he's already done to her. She said that she wants to be with Glenn, but she got to take baby steps with the situation. She cannot trust him. She don't trust him right now because of everything that has happened already. And I can't say that I blame her, because I wouldn't trust Glenn either. There's still a baby lingering around that we don't know if it belongs to him or not. So how could she trust him? You know what I'm saying? How could she trust him? So that's pretty much the thing of it right now. Letitia and Glenn, I guess they're gonna get back together, but they're trying to figure things out. Marie has decided, so this is like the end of the show right here. Marie decided to move forward. She was talking to her brother about their mama. She said that she's gonna go ahead and move on with her life. She really ain't got time to be focusing on Lula. She said that she will always love her mama, but she got to love her from a distance. But she does say that her mother is the reason for her opening up her clinic. So that's what she can give her mama. Like, she can give her mama that much. Um, when it comes down to Soguchi, she said that she's in a good place. Her business is booming. Her real estate license is on point. Her fitness business is doing well. Her blended family is doing well right now. Everything is on point for her and her family. Akeisha says that her Fair Street project is moving forward. Things are coming off the ground, and she's enjoying life as it is. You know what I mean? Like, she's glad to be able to do the things that she's always wanted to do. Tambra and Greedy are about to move in together. We don't know why, but they're about to move in together. That she's still talking about having a baby with him, doing things with him. So they're moving forward. Latrice moves her business into another location. She moved it from the original location, and now she's moving on, getting her business off the ground once again, and continue to make boss moves. Letitia and Glenn, Letitia moved back in with Glenn in hopes of salvaging their family or whatever. But however, once they got back into their good place, Glenn started back, messaging other women, which we're not surprised about that at all. We already knew that was gonna happen. But y'all, that's pretty much the Just a Belle Collective. This was a great season, great episode. I cannot wait to see the reunion. I still feel like, I love Carlos to death, but I still feel like I should be hosting the reunion because I'm from here. Okay. Like, my southern accent would gel in with theirs. Some of them know all about my videos, so I think I should host it. But I'm gonna speak into existence. One day I'm gonna host the Bill Collective reunion. Hell, even Love and Mary Jones be a child. That's how I feel. But one day I will. I'm gonna put that into the atmosphere. But with that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever video drops. If you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my IG, and my TikTok will be down in the description box below. And if you want me to follow you back on IG, just hit me up with the hashtag message Scotty Gang, and I will definitely follow you back. With that being said, you guys, I'm out here. Until my next video, I will holla at you guys later. Bye, y'all.